right, getting started here. Minneapolis versus Wayzata Gold. So this is a district matchup. Alright, so Dietz picks that one up back behind, plays it up to Beckett. Beckett skates it up. Beckett, ooh, centering pass, nobody there. Oh, Brady picks it up. Ooh, puts a shot just a little bit wide. I think we have everybody back tonight except for Casper, who is still nursing that broken ankle. Should be back for us in the new year. Alright, so that one played up ahead, dropped in deep by Wayzata, picked up by Martin. Martin skates it up across center. Across the blue line, just dumps one in. Cam pushes that one forward. Ooh, Patrick puts a nice body on something. What is that penalty? That's a horrible call on that. Patrick put a body on somebody, and I don't know if that's the call. It's a really bad call because yeah, that's a horrible call. So Wayzata will go on the power play. So 2-minute power play starting at 12:47 in the first period. Wayzata wins the face-off. All right, picked up by Beckett, skated across the blue line, makes a move. And wow! He tries to center it, hits a defender in the skates, and goes into the goal to make it 1-0 Minneapolis. It's about as sloppy of a goal as you could ever get, but we will take it. So that gives Minneapolis a 1-0 lead. That's a PK goal, so not something we expect to get, but wow, we'll take that 1-0 lead and hopefully can just maintain it. That one fired on, Theo glove save. All right, so that face-off picked up by Wayzata. Downey does a nice job tapping that one back out into neutral ice, just killing time. Got 1:05 left. Travis picks that one up, tries to skate it across. And they call an offsides. What I assume was Travis, but another kind of odd call. So pushed ahead by Wayzata, played back behind. Grant is first to, Grant actually sent that one right into center ice for a shot. Luckily Theo was able to get a hold of that one. And almost the same thing. That one just went off a Grant skate, I think. So another centering pass that goes in and makes it 1-1. So I'm not gonna lie, those were two horrible goals. One from each team. So 11:27 left to go in the first period, and there's been two bad goals, and it's even. So let's see if we can actually get some good hockey going at some point here. Wayzata holds that one in. Owen gets that up to Beckett. Beckett fires one in and covered.
As far as you go both ways, that's crazy. Yeah, it is. We're good.
All right, that one fired wide. Ooh, Wayzata picks it up, coming back the other way. Owen grabs it. Ooh, Owen gets it over to Nico, but Nico must not have seen the boards or something because he ran right into him. Ooh, all right, that one gets back to Patrick, sends it back behind. Brady keeps that in, gets it down to Nico. Nico fires one through the center. Nobody there. And offsides. All right, Grant is taking face off at center ice. This one knotted up at 1. About 10 minutes to go here in the first period. There is Travis who drops one back behind. Grant fighting for it, goes behind the goalie. Grady and Grant fighting for it. Grant comes up with it. Centering. Ooh, good centering pass to Grady. Just couldn't connect. He was there, just again couldn't get all of the puck on that. Oh, geez. All right, coming back the other way. Tapped out in front. All right, Grady sends it up to Travis. Travis skates it back behind. Gets it over to who Dietz, who misplays it, and that'll be offsides. Face off at center ice. Owen's taking face. All right, picked up by Wayzata. They fire one, rebound pops out. Beckett sends that one back to neutral ice. Dropped back in deep for Wayzata. Picked up by Dietz. Dietz sends it around to Downey. Downey sent that one towards the middle. Picked up by Wayzata. All right, Wayzata's D grabs it. And they fire one covered up by Theo. 8:24 in the first. Nico tries to pick that one up, ends up coming back into the neutral zone. Martin flips it back into the neutral zone. Brady tries to tap it ahead, but picked up by Wayzata. Patrick plays back behind, ends up going to Wayzata's defense, shot wide of Theo. Picked up by Grant. Grant looks at, oh man, gets it right back to Wayzata's defense, who shoots one, and Theo with an easy cover. So face off in Wayzata's zone, 7.5 minutes left to go. Held by Wayzata. Oh, that one off of the skate of Travis. Travis pushes it ahead, and their goalie sends it to the side. All right, Travis keeps it, doesn't keep it in the zone, gives it to Wayzata. That one goes off of Dites, Theo makes a good save. Coming back the other way is Grady. Oh, Grady sends one through the center, but unfortunately nobody was there to help him. All right, Martin plays that one back behind our own net. Goes into the neutral zone. Picked up by Patrick. Patrick back to Martin, who gets stripped. Coming back the other way, and that's going to be a goal for Wayzata. I'm a little surprised he was able to get that one by Theo, but he did. That'll make it 2-1 Wayzata gold. Oh, another centering pass. Saved by Theo. Martin playing that one in the corner. Grant comes out with it. Grant gets it up to Cam. Oh, Cam sends it way too far. That'll be an icing. So face off in Wayzata zone. Wayzata wins it and scores another one. I assume Theo never saw that, but either way, that is another really bad goal that we let in. And right off the face-off, we gotta win face-offs here. That centering pass ends up in the pads of the goalie. Alright, that face-off won by Minneapolis. Owen tries to center one out, goes right to a Wayzata guy. Another one right out in front. Theo covers that one. Just over 5 minutes to go in the first period. It's 3-0 Wayzata. Another shot fired in. Lots of people out blocking that one out in front. Looks like they're on the power play right now. They're not. But we're letting them do whatever they want with the puck. So that 1-0 lead that we had diminished real quick. And then lots of work left to go if we're going to get back into this game. All right, Wayzata skates it through, picked up by Grady. There's 3-4 Wayzata guys on there for him to try to get through. All right, Grady centers, gets it to Owen. Grady picks it up, tries to wrap around, doesn't come anywhere close to it. So the only goal by Minneapolis so far was a lucky garbage goal that went off the skate of a defender. Gonna have to do more than that to beat this team. That attempted to be fired in. Owen picks it up. Owen fires off the side of the net. Comes out to Beckett. Beckett fires one. Pad save. Beckett again. Another shot. Pad save. Dite sends one in. Brady sends one off the side of the pipe and covered by their goalie. All right, Grant taking face off. Wayzata skates it out, and that should be an icing if it makes it, and they call it off. All right, Brady gets it up to Beckett. Beckett's got a little room. Tries the backhand, it goes way high and wide. Alright, Wayzata grabs it, center ice, push it forward. Martin gets it back into neutral ice. Alright, Patrick's gonna skate that one. Across the blue line, Patrick sends one in deep. Brady gets it back to Martin. And we keep it in the zone. Brady centering pass to nobody. Yeah, we love to send it to the center, but like we got to make sure that people are there and that everybody on our team does it. And apparently we never have anybody there. All right, Martin just played the puck. Another one right out in front. Luckily Grady grabbed that because, all right, Grant's going to have a breakaway, and Grant scores to make it 2-3. So very, very high scoring first period here. Grant's was the first really good goal of the game, in my opinion. The other 4 were all kind of sloppy and just, well, made it to the back of the net. So, all right, that one pops out to Grady over to Travis. Travis tries to skate it through, gets picked. That one's sent on goal. Theo just taps that away. Dite sends it around over to Beckett. Beckett skates it back behind our own net. We got loses it. Super lucky they just didn't score there. That was a bad spot to lose the puck in. All right, Travis is going to try to get a shot off. And then tries to center, but goes off the skate of a defender. Wayzata coming the other way, sends one, glove save, and that is right on the clock stoppage. Second period coming up. Yeah, 3-2 Wayzata going into the second period. I would say not a great period for either team. Obviously better for Wayzata. All right, so start of the second period. Wayzata sends it to the middle to Cam. Cam picks it up center, or gives it to Grant. Grant dumps one in deep. Oh, Patrick puts his shoulder into a Wayzata guy with a really nice check open ice. Oh, Nico tries to make a move, and he is taken down. Call it an equally clean check on that one. So it looks like they're going to let him play. Beckett sends that one wide. Goes over to Dites. Dites gets it back to Beckett. Beckett sends one, goes back behind the Wayzata goalie. Wayzata gets stripped. That one comes back into the zone. Comes to center ice. And Becca gets a stick on that one. That goes up into the netting. Face off in the Wayzata zone. All right, picked up by Travis. Travis gets it up to Grady. Grady fires one in off the body of the goalie. Picked up by Travis. Travis sends one on, glove save. So 13 minutes left to go in the second period. Face-off, Minneapolis zone. Wayzata picks that up, comes up, tries to get, well, all right, now they're back into neutral ice. And they push it ahead. Martin gets that over to Grady, who sends it all the way out, and that's going to be an ice in. Face off by Owen, picked up by Martin. No, by Downey, who ends up, wow, getting a nice centering pass. Another attempt at a centering pass, but Wayzata's there to pick that one off. They come back the other way. Dice tries to tap that ahead. Oh, geez, wow. So glove save by Theo, but he dropped it. There was a guy right there, but he picked it up just in time. So 12 minutes to go in the second period. Grant takes face off, wins it, pushes it back behind the net to Patrick. Patrick gets it up to Brady. Oh man, they're just hitting it off of each other. Oh, come on, guys. All right. So finally, Brady gets it up to Grant, who gets it to Nico. We get it into our own zone, but for only about a second and a half. But luckily they pick it up and send it down for icing, so we'll get it. We'll get a face-off here in our own zone. All right, Owen taking face-off. Wayzata comes up with it. Martin skates it. Oh, pushes one through the middle. Gets it up to Owen. Owen gets it over to Brady, who sends one in low. And Wayzata picks it up. Owen gets that over to Nico, who sends one stick save by the goalie. Ooh, that one goes, oh, that was definitely an offsides, but all right, comes back the other way. Grady's got some room. Oh, Grady goes across the net, and the goalie plays it perfectly. Goes to Dietz. Dietz gets it over to Well, pushed it back behind the net, and Wayzata came up with it. Oh, Wayzata with a centering pass. Grady gets it over to Travis. All right, Beckett's skating for it. Sends one off of the net, or off of the goal. Comes all the way back out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Martin. Martin sends one glove save. We've got 9.5 minutes left to go in the second period. Goalie for Wayzata is having equipment issues, so over there on the bench, quickly getting tied up, and he'll come back out. But face-off will be in the Minneapolis zone. So their goalie skates back on, and face-off will be taken by Owen. Owen gets it over to Cam, ends up losing it over to the Wayzata player. All right, Wayzata plays that back behind. Cam ends up picking one off, but it goes back to Wayzata back behind. They come up across. Centering pass was not close to their guy. All right, so that one comes all the way out. Martin sends it back in. Icing's called off. Nope. Brady tried to hold the zone and ended up giving it away to Wayzata. Patrick goes over to Martin. Martin over to Nico. Nico just drops one in deep, cross ice. And that one gets dropped in back behind Theo. Patrick's there to play it. Patrick gives it to Dietz. Dietz tries to play it ahead, but gets tapped back behind the net. Nico grabs it, tries to play it through, picked up by Dietz. Dietz flips one into the middle where there's nobody. And Wayzata tried to get it ahead to their one open guy here on the near side. And that's an offsides. So we're halfway through the second period with no goals in the second period after 5 goals being scored in the first period combined between the two teams. We need Minneapolis to get another one on the board here to tie it up. All right, Travis picks it up, gives it to Owen. Owen back to Dietz, to Beckett. Beckett fires one on from middle of the ice, so obviously easy save. But back behind, we've got Grady fighting for it. Travis And Wayzata comes up with it and bringing it back into the neutral zone. Ooh, they just dump one deep. All right, Grady gets that up to Beckett. Beckett tries to skate it through the middle. Played into the Minneapolis zone. Over for Grady. Grady tries to center. Picked off by Wayzata. And Wayzata is going to come back the other direction. Alright, fighting for it on the far side was Martin and Grant, and somehow Wayzata managed to grab it and flip it in. Grady sends it around back behind the goalie. Beckett plays it up to Travis. Travis tries to flip one all the way up, but gets picked in center. Oh, alright. Oh, come on, guys. We had a little bit of an opening there had they been able to figure out who was doing what. But we couldn't, and we kind of just had a loose puck sitting around center ice. Well, Beckett sends that one over. It's held in by their D. Flipped back out into the neutral zone. All right, that one comes back into the neutral zone. Patrick plays it. Patrick over to Martin. Martin up to Owen. Owen sends one wide of the goal. Downey tries to center. Owen tries to center, but there's absolutely nobody there. That one's sent in by Patrick, bouncing through the middle. All right, puck comes out, and that one shot high of Theo. All right, Patrick sends up to Owen. Owen skates it across, tries to get it to Cam, who misplays it, and Wayzata comes back the other way with a little bit of a breakaway. And Patrick does a nice job closing in on that and stopping that one. Patrick picks that one up, sends it all the way down for an ice. All right, so face off, Wayzata zone. That was Grant who took face off, and that one pops all the way back out. Played by Wayzata. Dietz grabs it. No, and that one goes right to a defender. Centering pass. Bottled up. Grant tries to push it out. Ends up coming back in. Beckett plays it. Beckett tries to center one. Nobody is sitting there. So I don't know if it's us centering to nobody or us just not having anybody there. We got to get somebody in the middle. But everybody's been doing it all night, and we keep centering it, and nobody is sitting there. Dietz holds that in. Brady fighting for it. And that pops all the way out.
Get there, Landon! Get there!
All right, Beckett picks that one up. And Beckett keeps skating it through. Beckett's still with it. Gets it to Grady. Another centering pass to Grady again. Oh, another centering pass. This time nobody there again. All right, so we did get somebody in front of the net a couple times there. Couldn't punch it in though. All right, Patrick picks it up back behind the net. Wayzata holds it, gets it back to their defense. Wow, had a really good centering pass. Had a guy there who just didn't get a stick all the way on it. Minute and a half left to go here in the second period. Oh, man, Nico just gave it away to Wayzata. Oh, man, Dite sends one right. Wow. That was just bad plays on Minneapolis's part. Made it really easy for Wayzata to get a goal there. Really frustrating to watch. That was way too easy. We literally gave it to Wayzata in front of the net 3 times before they scored that to give them a 4-2 lead. All right, Travis picks that one. Oh, Travis shoots one on the body. No, that one bouncing out in front. Almost got tipped by Brady in, but goalie made the save on it and bounced wide. Travis sends one super wide. Or, sorry, that was Patrick who sent it wide. Travis picked it up. Travis playing it back behind. Travis gets it back to Martin. Ooh, Martin gets stripped, comes back into the neutral zone. Wayzata drops one in deep. Another shot from way too close that we just give them. So just under 30 seconds to go, second period. That one flipped ahead, goes to Wayzata's defense right out in front. Man, covered up again by Theo. Yeah, we are not playing well right now. And we'll just go in, hopefully get into the third period here. Down by 2 goals. So, start of third period. Down 4-2. Still lots of opportunity to try to come back from this. That one comes back to center ice. Wayzata just comes all the way through. Theo with the save. Gets pushed ahead up to Downey. Off the skate of Cam. Wow, we just made a change on that. We are lucky they just didn't score because that was a horrible change. We just let them in 5-on-3 on us because we couldn't get off the ice. Or I don't know why we were trying to get off the ice when we hadn't cleared the zone. All right, Patrick picks that one up, skates it, gives it over to Brady, gets it up to Grant. Yeah, Grant tried to center that through 4 guys. Oh my God, they're going to call a penalty on that. All right. So that's going to send Grant to the penalty box. So 2-minute power play for Wayzata. Wayzata controls it. Dites had it for a second. Wayzata grabbed it back. Wayzata still easy control of it and sends one in right in the body of Theo. 13 minutes left to go, third period. And once again, Wayzata controls it right off face. Still got to win more face-offs. These have been killing us, especially in our own zone. All right, Wayzata still controlling to their defense off the skate of our defender. Travis pushes one ahead, but not very far because Wayzata comes up with it. We've got a 2-on-1, and he shoots it right into the body of Theo again. Got about a minute left to go in their power play. Comes right back to their defense. Ooh, that one's centered. Ooh, right out in front. Luckily, somebody was there to grab it. To their defense, Patrick's there to stop that one coming through the middle. Patrick skates it, pushes it into the neutral zone, drops it deep, killing some time, and that's going to be icing. face off our zone, goes right back to their defense. We can't win a face off, which has been a problem for quite a few games here. If you give the puck to the other team to start it every time, it makes it really easy for them to control it, especially on this power play. All right, that gets us to full strength, but Wayzata still is in control of the puck. Martin playing puck down low. Patrick sends one up to Brady. Goes a little wide. Wayzata picks it up. We got a right out in front. Been able to pull that one back. Nico was there with only one guy to beat. But Wayzata picks it up back behind their own net. And they just flip it all the way out. And Dietz is going to pick that one up. Dietz skates it around one guy. Dietz skates it through the middle. And he just drops one deep back behind. And we've got a one-on-one. Beckett stops that one. Still got a shot off, but all right, that one's going to pop all the way to Grady. Grady tries to pop one in. Goalie saves it. Just under 10 to go. We're going to have a face-off in the Minneapolis zone. All right, Grant taking face-off. And that's going to be a penalty on Travis. So Wayzata will go on another 2-minute. I hope, Travis could get hit with even worse than that. Hopefully not. It was a shot in the back. So Travis just gets the 2 minutes, but puts us at another penalty kill. With 9.5 left to go, and we're down by 2. So we need to have a little bit of an advantage at some point here. Like we're hurting ourselves with penalties, even though I'm not going to lie, I haven't felt like any of the penalties have really been all that much deserved. But that last one, they'll call all day just because Travis got him in the back. That one won by Minneapolis. Martin puts one on the body of the goalie, but comes back the other way with Wayzata. Under 9 to go. Martin gets that one up into the neutral zone, gets it up to Grady. Oh, Grady had some room. Somebody's glove is bouncing around out there. And Minneapolis will go on their first power play. Well, I guess we're not going on a power play yet. We're going 4-on-4. For one more minute, and then we'll have 1 minute on a power play. So Grant gets that back to Dietz. Dietz sends one on. Picked up by Wayzata. Grabbed by Beckett, neutral zone, sends one back in. Nico fires one, glove save. And Wayzata's got a 2-on-1. Jesus. And another super easy rebound goal. Should never let that 2-on-1 go that way in the first place. But 2-on-1 goal. Easy rebound makes it 5-2. I guess I don't know the rules well enough. They had a guy in the penalty box, or we had a guy in the penalty box. But when it's 4-on-4, your guy does not get released, apparently. All right, Brady skates it. All right, so Minneapolis is going to go on the power play right now for 1 minute. Bouncing puck out in front. Travis, far side, gets it over to Martin, mishandles that one. Grant gets it back to Travis. Travis plays far side. Skates it back behind, gets it over to Patrick. All right, well, we're controlling the puck, but we need to get a shot, guys. That gets back to Martin. So in that minute power play, we controlled the puck the whole time and got 0 shots on. So both teams are full strength again. We got 6.5 left to go. Minneapolis is going to have to really dig deep if they're going to do anything on this 3-goal deficit right now. Guy just laid on top of Patrick on the far side. Apparently they weren't going to call that as a penalty. Oh, great centering pass from Owen. Just missed the puck on it by Grady, I believe. Theo plays that one back behind, under 6 to go. That one goes up into the netting. So after tonight, I think we're done with district games for, well, until the new year. Yeah, we've got tournament games starting on Friday. I think our game is at 6:45 on Friday. Another centering pass by Wayzata. They didn't connect on that one. All right, Martin comes, nope, doesn't come out with that one. Wayzata does, and 2-on-1. Travis tries to skate that one ahead, held in by Wayzata. Got 4 minutes left to go, so barring a miracle, Wayzata Gold is going to take this one down. Yeah, I mean, you can only play so sloppy and expect to win. Another shot fired in by Wayzata. Glove saved by Theo. Yep, more shots out in front. Under 3 to go. I mean, we can't even clear the zone the last couple minutes here, so yeah, let's see if Travis can do something. Travis back behind. Bottled up over in the corner. Travis fires a shot on, covered. So, unfortunately, this looks like it's going to be another game where neither offensively or defensively we could get anything really done, which is super frustrating because at least it'd be nice if one part of our game was going well. I know we just came off at two wins. But not necessarily great wins by any account. So Brady sends that one ahead to Owen. Wow, bouncing puck in front that wasn't anywhere near the goalie. And he called that one dead. I mean, I normally don't talk bad about the refs, but this guy has been bad. Not that that changed the course of the game all that much. But yeah, he has made some really horrendous calls. There comes Travis. Back behind. Shoots one on. Covered up by their goalie. 30 seconds left to go. Wow, 2-on-1 the other way. That's what we needed with 20 seconds left to go in the game. I mean, come on, guys. This is... Even if you know you've lost, you got to finish the game, and we didn't do that for the last 6 minutes. It was pretty gross. So, all right. 5-2, Wayzata. We'll go take a nice, not too long drive home, but Friday, I think 6:45.